Transnet board visited the Port of East London to engage with stakeholders regarding the need for expansion of this port, which has not seen investment in infrastructure for 50 years except for the car terminal built in 2001. On day one, the board engaged with the three main strategic port stakeholders: Mercedes-Benz South Africa, the East London Industrial Development Zone, and the Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality, as well as senior Transnet representatives to discuss the need to expand the port to accommodate bigger vessels. TNPA's Acting Chief Executive and Chief Operating Officer, Nozipho Mdawe, led the discussions with a presentation on the background and challenges faced by East London port stakeholders. Stakeholders were then afforded an opportunity to highlight key challenges as well as the negative impact that the limited port has on their operations and their ability to position Buffalo City as an investment hub. The discussions were followed by site tours to Mercedes-Benz and the East London IDZ before they regrouped to deliberate further. On the second day, the board met with a broader group of some 200 city stakeholders at the Transnet Chairman's Stakeholder Breakfast, where the strategic stakeholders again used the platform to call for a major port expansion. The acting chair of the board acknowledged this urgent need. Other issues raised included the need to relieve congestion on roads in the inner city, revitalization of the East London-Gauteng rail line, and incentivizing cruise liners to extend their stopover overnight to promote tourism in the region. The visit ended with the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between TNPA, the Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality, and the East London Industrial Development Zone. This commits the parties to collaborate on aspects such as positioning the city and port for growth, sharing best practices, planning of land use and infrastructure development in the port, as well as promoting tourism and economic development. With safety always a priority throughout Transnet, employees were also afforded the opportunity to voice their opinions on the importance of visible felt leadership during the visit. Members of TNPA senior management had this to say.
The key reason of VFLs in that is to actually show, as the word says, VFL is a visible felt leadership, is to ensure that there's safe practices and safe working in the work environment. Often we tend to spend more time in our offices and in the boardrooms. So it just goes out there to motivate the employees, not only to work better in that, but to actually do the best what they can do, and also to be their brother's keepers, to look after the other employees in that. So where they identify something that somebody else is doing it, they would also then stand up and say, hey, you know what, let's do it in a safe and efficient manner.
It's a partnership, I must say, between the leadership and the employees on the ground. Because the employees from their side are represented by the safety, health and environmental management reps, which then now have a responsibility of identifying hazards that may affect their fellow employees, while at the same time they might not have powers to make decisions in some areas. And then the leadership on the part will then have to work together with the sheriffs to try and make sure that they plot any mechanism that can help to address an unsafe behavior or unsafe condition. Any company that we wishes to do business with, they are always interested to know of our safety records as the port. What is it that we are doing to make sure that we prevent incidents with unintended consequences? Our reputation is important, so hence it's important that we make sure that there are measures in place, we put controls in place, we monitor the performance of our controls.
One thing that I'm starting to like is just getting inputs from employees about what we can do to improve safety and some of the issues that are not safety related but that can boost the morale of the employees. Yesterday when we were talking, I think it was one of the employees talking about their training plans that they were interested to being trained as tag masters. So it gives you a better understanding of the type of people that you have. So for me that stood out recently.